Hello everyone! Welcome to our English speaking lesson. Today we're going to focus on improving your speaking skills. Speaking English confidently can open up many opportunities for you. Let's get started! The first one there is expressing opinions. Today we will learn how to express opinion in English. Knowing how to express an opinion is important skill in interacting with others. Imagine you are having a discussion about your favorite movie. How would you express your opinion? When expressing our opinions, we can use various expressions. For example, I think, in my opinion, I believe that. After that, we need to give reason to support our opinion. For example, I think smartphones are essential because they help us stay connected with our friends and family. In addition, we also need to learn how to respond to others people's opinions. If we agree, we can say, I agree with you. If we disagree, we can say, I see your point, but followed by our reasons. Let's try an example. What do you think about using social media? You can start with, in my opinion, social media is, and then give your reasons. For example, conversation. I think social media is a great way to stay connected with friends and family. I agree with you. Social media is also a great platform to share information and ideas. I see your point, but I think social media can also be addictive and dangerous. People can spend too much time on it and neglect their real-life relationship. Remember, it's normal to express our opinions. The important thing is that we express them politely and with a good reason. Next, there is giving and responding to suggestions. Today, we are going to learn how to give response to suggestions in English. This skill is very useful in our daily lives, whether we're planning a party or solving a problem. Can you think of a time when you gave or received advice? When we give suggestions, we can use phrases like, how about, why don't we, or you should. For example, if your friend is feeling stressed, you could say, why don't you try and take a break and going for a walk? When responding to a suggestion, we can use phrases like, that's a good idea, or I agree, or I'm not sure about that. If you don't agree, you can say, I appreciate your suggestions, but followed by your reason. Let's practice. Imagine you and your friend are planning a weekend trip. What suggestions can you give to each other? I will give you example of conversation. How about we go camping next week? We could go hiking and have a bonfire. That's a great idea. But what if it rains? We could always visit that new museum downtown. They have a really interesting exhibit. So that's an example of conversation. Remember, giving and receiving suggestions is a way to show that you care about others. Practice using these phrases in different situations, okay? Next, there is describe things. We're going to learn how to describe things. Imagine you're trying to describe a woman that is standing next to the road. What would you say? When describing an object, we need to use our five senses: sight, hearing, touch, smell, and taste. Let's take a look at the first picture. What can we say about it? She is a beautiful woman with long curly hair, brown eyes, and freckles. Let's try the second picture. There is a cute baby with a round face, blue eyes, two playful ponytails, and smiling with a happy face. Next picture. A sandy beach with a coconut tree and gentle waves lapping on the shore. The last picture. Sweet and savory breads of different shapes and sizes. Remember, when describe something, use specific words to create a clear picture in your listener's mind. Practice describing different objects around you, okay? Next, there is telling a story. We are going to learn how to tell a memorable story. Remember, a good story has a beginning, middle, and end. It's like a journey that takes your listeners on an adventure. Let's start by thinking about a memorable experience you've had. It could be a funny incident, a scary moment, or a happy occasion. What makes a story memorable? Now, let's create a sample story together. Imagine you went on a camping trip. What happened? First, we need to see the scene. What did it happen? Where did you go? Who were you with? Next, we need to describe the events. What happened during the trip? What were the challenges or highlights? And finally, we need to share the outcome or the lesson learned. How did the story end? What did you learn from this experience? I will give you example story. Last summer, I went camping with my friends in the mountains. We were so excited to be surrounded by nature. However, on the first night, a bear wandered our campsite. We were terrified, but we managed to scare it away by making loud noises. It was a scary experience, but it taught me to always be prepared for the unexpected. So that is the example of story. Remember, a good story should have a clear beginning, middle, and end. Use vivid language to describe the events. And don't forget to show your emotion. Practice telling your story to a friend or a family member, okay? Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you speak English, the better you will become. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, and that's how we learn. Keep practicing and exploring different topics to improve your speaking skills. Good luck! Bye-bye!